What's going on, everybody? Red with you on here, and today in the community spotlight we have an amazing individual who goes by the name of 8bitoffun. What's up, man?
What's good, man? How one, thank you for finding the time where we could actually sit down and talk. It's kind of cool talking to you, I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's kind of cool talking to you too. I know we've been trying to do this, but schedules and time zones have presented many challenges, but we're here. Hey, we made it, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm excited. So if anyone is new to the series and you haven't seen it, this is where we invite individuals and just kind of give them a little spotlight, get to know them a little bit more, and hopefully you guys will check out all their stuff afterwards. So let's jump into it. So 8-bit, my man, I know you played GBO 2, but I want to know the story. What actually got you into Gundam Battle Operation 2?
So when the game first came out, and we was playing, were you playing when it wasn't in English?
Yes, I was.
Okay, so the release date, I came from the Gundam Breaker 3 community. That's kind of where I was like, well, what other Gundam games do they have? I'm kind of burned out on Gundam Breaker 3. There's nothing else for me to do, and lo and behold, this game comes out and I'm playing with my phone up to the screen so I can use
Google Translate.
Yes. God bless instant translations. But yes, that was what got me into it. And I took a break, and they were like, "Hey, it's in English now." I was like, "What?" let me just load up my alt account and see if I can get my suits. And lo and behold, I could get my old suits back. And I went, well, if that's the case, let me go ahead and load up the burner account, which was my American account. And I had way more suits, better suits from my luck on my American account. So I switched everything over. But I was playing for the longest, and I kind of just fell off because other games came out. The world was a lot simpler then for me, and I just enjoyed kind of like squad stuff, and it wasn't the Call of Duty aspect that I just don't get down with those games. So having my own Gundam version of it just felt amazing, and that's kind of what landed me in the Gundam world, where Gundam Breaker 3 was cool and I did a lot of fun things in that community, but I never really stuck around, or it just the life cycle of the game just ended. And with this, the suits that were coming out and the gacha aspect, which I know I've spent a lot of money in this game that I shouldn't have. And it was fun, but they're always doing something amazing to me, like even a battle simulator, because I'm not the best. Like I try at this game, but just having people to say, hey, you want to try something new, I'm already not the best, so just jump in and we'll figure it out together. Whatever you're trying to do, we'll figure it out together. And that's kind of why I like GBO 2 so much. Now, the stun and stab method of the game kind of ruins it for me, because we have all these great suits and the basic comes down to stun and stab. But they give us a lot of suits to play around with, and the journey from suit to suit feels great and feels good, and that's what makes me really love this game and kind of stick around as long as I have, just because I love everything that they really do with it. I'm okay, this is gonna sound like emotional, but Gundam as a whole, everything that Gundam has done, it usually brings me out of like some of the worst moments in my life. So I got into Gundam Breaker 3 because that was literally the last game I was supposed to play on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And then all these people started coming around and they were helping me with the game, and that's how I ended up getting the world record for it, because they were like, hey, you sat through this game and you're just like some time off from the current world record holder. So I was like, sure, I'll try go for it again. And they rallied behind me. The community rallied behind me for that. Even GBO2 Code Fairy, Code Fairy came out when there was a tree in my house. Like a tree fell through my house from a storm. Yeah, so Code Fairy came out when the tree was literally in my home, like maybe a month before. I was living in one of my mods / best friend's spare bedroom. So Gundam has always pulled me back from like some of the worst moments, should be the worst moments of my life. And I usually have that community to be like, hey, we're here for you. However you feel, whatever is going on with your life, Gundam can help you. Just escape it. So that's why, like, anything dealing with Gundam, I've been very appreciative and open, even though people be like, nah, this isn't. I'm like, man, look, I don't care what y'all say. This franchise has been here for me through some of the worst moments of my life, so I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I will always have good memories when it comes to Gundams. So no matter what it is.
I feel this I feel as if, and this might sound cheesy, when the first season of Gundam Build Fighters was out, I felt that much better every Monday morning when the new episode came out. I don't know what it is. I was just like, bro, life is good. I get Gundam Build Fighters every week. I loved it, man. It's just like I got so hyped and into things. It's funny that you mentioned Gundam Breaker 3, because I played the mess out of Gundam Breaker 3 as well. And I was doing the same thing. Like, we had to use the Google Translate to like translate stuff from the Gundam Breaker games. Like, all right, cool. And same thing with GBO2. And it's really funny to hear another person doing that. And I just love hearing how the links we went to play a Gundam game versus now where we have this Gundam game on the Western side without us needing to use a Japanese account and Japanese PSN store and stuff like that. So we've definitely come a long way. And we'll definitely dig into, more of you and the Gundam franchise down the road here. But before we get too far away from GBO2, now that we know what got you into it, while playing GBO2, do you have like a favorite role out of General Raider support you like to play?
So at first it was General, because that was like the only suits that they really had that I liked. But support, I don't know what it is about the Gigan, but I love the Gigan. So if I could get anything low ranked and get a Gigan out, I'm happy. So I've been appreciative of support as of late.
That's what's up. So if it's fair to say, support is your favorite role, currently, what is your favorite GBO2 suit?
My current favorite suit.
I'll give you 2 answer slots. You can say 2 suits.
Okay.
GBO2, regardless of type.
White Rider. And probably Pale Rider Cavalry. I don't know what it is about Pale Riders. I am a sucker for Pale Riders. Like, I like Red Rider, but I don't use it. I just like the suit as a loadout. But I'm horrible as a raid, so I don't even worry about it. But it's something about Pale Riders that I've always loved. Now, if they ever get Phoenix, and I'm definitely changing my whole answer to Phoenix and Pale Rider Cavalry. And I don't care how much money I have to spend to get that suit. I'm willing to go through every step that it will take, every step up it will take to get that suit.
My man is shut up and take my money. I need it right now. So that's actually really dope. Pale Rider, and like I feel the same way. I really like the Pale Rider. Like, to me, it's it's between like Gundam status and Grunt status because they always seem very. They have so many variants, and I love the design. I love the ones with and without the activated systems. Like some of like Doulahan, like just the standard Doulahan and Doulahan 2. Two of my favorite suits at the levels. Like they're really fun suits. Pale Rider Cavalry or like even like Heavy Pale Rider. Like those are amazing in between like 350, 400, 450, even higher up. Like I really enjoy using Pale Rider suits. So I am with you there. It just, they're just so cool. Like their whole design and everything is so neat. So I agree, definitely agree with that. Man, gosh, Pale Rider's dope. White Rider, shouts to White Rider. New edition from Code Fairy was really dope as well. Bro.
Yeah, so that was it's the crown because a lot of people don't know. If you haven't watched me before, I usually wear a crown on my streams. So just having a rider with a crown, I was like, this is my spirit animal. This is the suit. Like I bought 3 of those kits just so I can say I have the crown. If I ever make a custom, I have the crown for my suit. I have the head for it. I'll make the rest of it work, but I needed that crown.
I love it, bro. Hey, some suits you feel like that resonate with you, or you're like, bro, y'all did it for me, didn't you? Y'all did it for me, didn't you? Go ahead.
Like you knew I wanted something like this, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, I get you. I feel that way about some various suits, but that's actually really, really dope. Now, you've told us what your favorite GBO2 suits are. But we're going to backtrack. You mentioned, getting into Gundam games. Exactly what got you into Gundam franchise as a whole? Was it Gundam Breaker or was it before Gundam Breaker that got you into Gundam, just in general?
Okay, so what got me into Gundam was actually my brother. He was stationed in Japan. And he just would like send me just random care packages as we exchange care packages pretty much, and he sent me like it was the OG Gundam. It was like a thermos or something like that, or a cup that he sent that had like OG Gundam, and I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool, Transformer-ish, fine. And then on satellite TV there was a channel called the International Channel. It is where I found all my anime at random weird times throughout the day. And Gundam, OG Gundam came, and I watched the first episode of Gundam I've seen. It was completely out of order. It was wasn't Ron. I watched Ron Baral after that one. It was, I think it was Char, when Amuro and Char met with Lala. That was the moment I seen. That was the moment I seen of them changing that tire, and I was like, I remember seeing a robot, and I remember this kid with a robot. Where's the robot?
Right, yeah.
And that's what I seen, and I was like, okay. And then I just would catch random episodes of it until they switched it for Dragon Ball. Not even Dragon Ball Z, it was Dragon Ball they switched it for, and I was like, okay, well, I will find this show again one day. And then I think I ended up finding some like bootleg VHS of Gundam, and I was hooked from there. When I finally watched the whole thing in completion, I was hooked. I was extremely ecstatic for the franchise. But yeah, I owe my journey into Gundam from my older brother.
That's pretty dope. Shout outs to older brother sending care packages to Japan, because that's back then with VHS, it is nowhere as easy to find like this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel as if it was almost by chance, unless you were going out looking for it or looking at anime VHSs and stuff like that. But I actually love that story. That's really dope.
Hey, bro, it was better than trying to order, like having that magazine where you had to write down like, okay, I don't know what this is, but it sounds cool. And it was like $30 for 4 episodes. It was like, all right, there's no way my parents is gonna keep paying for this. So I will watch whatever these 4 episodes are for the rest of my life.
I felt that way too. It's like seldom will you have the full collection, you know, as a child, unless you buy it yourself or it's a special present, because those things were expensive. VHSs, you only had so much space. If you're listening to this video and you don't know what a VHS is, please pause this video and Google search VHS and Google cassette players and record players and be amazed. But you know, back to it. It's very interesting because I feel as if now everything's so more accessible, especially with like Gundam Info and stuff like that, or like free channels. So I am very glad people are it's so easy to access Gundam stuff now.
Yes, a lot of stuff that we never got. So it's like, oh yeah, I want to read this. I want to read this manga, and it never debuted. Oh, someone was nice enough to translate all of it, the full collection, and it's scanned in HD quality. Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Yep. And then even early days of the internet and YouTube, you had, you know, Gundam episode 1 of 3. You know what I'm saying? You had 7 minutes of an episode, and you had to find the second part and hope the third part was there. Bro, it was It was those were wild days. But
and then you got trolled with the you click on it and then it's the screenshot of come to my website, and it's like, if I find you, if I ever find you in real life, it's on site.
Yeah, on site. So with that, you being a longtime Gundam fan, again, I'll give you 2 choices. What are your favorite mobile suits or armors or grunt suits in the Gundam franchise, no matter what series it's from? What are your top 2 favorite?
Top 2 favorites: Double X and Easy 8. Those would be my 2. Double X, just man, it's just something about Double X that just spoke to me like, oh yeah, this is just utter destruction in the palm of a kid's hand.
Yeah.
And Easy 8 is like, this is the peak. We just ain't got it right now of the Federation. Like, yo man, you still got a Gundam, but we had to fix this thing up. You destroyed it, so we gave you most of a Gundam.
Most. There was
like, this is one of a kind. This limited edition Gundam, man. There will never be anything like this.
So the Easy 8 I enjoy a lot, especially, you know, given it's what it was used for, and mostly, you know, being known to be piloted by Shiro. I love that whole nitty gritty tactical essence of the Easy 8, and how, you know, weapons rack Easy 8 and just without a weapons rack Easy 8.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's just one of those early suits that just always hits. And then Double X, like I always think of just a destruction, a satellite destroyer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude literally takes energy and just converts it into a super Big Bang Kamehameha, and it is amazing to see.
It's a hard choice for me to choose Double X, because there's some good honorable mentions, but for me, just Double X. And when I first seen the wave hit the cockpit, I went, oh man, this thing is just that, living in that moment. And it was like, you know what? I waited for the end of this franchise. You know what? I'm happy about this. I am happy about this because I've seen X transition in so many ways to Double X. I'm good. I'm okay with this. And that's one of the franchises that I wish I've gotten more info on, because I didn't realize, I was very like, I didn't understand canon and universes, and I was like, where does this thing fit in with the rest of it? And then it was like, oh, this has nothing to do with anything that was Gundam that I know of as Gundam. This has nothing to do with any of that. Okay, makes a lot more sense. It's like, the Federation lost? when did this happen? They really destroyed her? Okay. And then it was like, all right, all right, you idiot. This has nothing to do. We got to the end of the series and it finally clicked. This has nothing to do with UC. All right. It was like, it's after war. Oh, it's after the war. Okay, we're here.
It's like after war. It's funny yet again because I find myself everybody who has like a certain series that there's so notable to them, and you know, Gundam X is really dope to hear. I feel like I don't hear that often, but I'm glad to hear that because I like the design of that suit and what that suit kind of gave opportunities to down the road as well. Like, oh yeah, it
stole from, like, you see it, you're like, I know where that came from.
Mm-hmm. You're like
I know where that came from. I know where this came from. And to see it get brought back up in Try, and I was like, yo, I actually like these suits because it's the suit that I know, but then again, it's completely different than the suit that I know, or it merged with other suits.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that. So it's like, oh, Crossbones mixed with X.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I would have never thought of that. I was like, I would have never thought of that. But just to see that it exists, beautiful.
I love it. Crossbones Mal is one of my favorite suits in Build Fighters Season 1. It was chef's kiss.
If that was the main character, I would have been like, I'm happy.
I would have been fine with that. So also, while we're still on this topic of Gundam in series, like if you were placed into a Gundam series timeline, what series would it be and why?
Ooh, this came up on a stream and everyone was like, what? I would go with Tri Fighters. Like I would probably be one, I'm not gonna die. I'm just playing in Gundam space. Like I'm literally just a streamer at this point. I'm not dying. And then they gave me the choice of if it had to be a war series, I probably would go with G Fighter.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's Olympic based, and I think that would be more of like, even a regular person can see a Gundam, appreciate a Gundam, and know what it represents, versus I'm not trying to be a new type. If I had to go to UC, I'm probably either going to be a cyber new type and just be like, I'm done. I'm hardwired for war. Like I'm hardwired for war. But I would probably try to avoid the death sentence of any other thing, because I'm not gonna get a Gundam.
Right.
I'm not getting a Gundam. I'm definitely gonna be put him in a ball, he'll be fine. That's what they giving me. If I want my chance at a Gundam, I'm going with the Tri Fighters. I'd rather be a kid's toy than and live in cyberspace than have to deal with, here's your ball, enjoy the rest of your short life at this point.
Bruh, I respect it, because sometimes people are like, oh, we're living this one because this one is these kind of suits or these kind of things going on. I was like, you know what, some people would like to get peaceful eras, some people just be like, I don't want none of this war, I just want to kick back, do some 3v3s with the homies, you know what I'm saying, and just enjoy myself. So I ain't even mad, bro. I wish Build Fighters was like real, like to this day, bro. Like, please, bro, please, like I'm begging you, dog. So I get just hyped just hearing that. So we've been talking some Gundam stuff, but let's kind of transition a little bit. What other games do you like to play aside from GBO2?
So at first it was Overwatch and Gundam made Overwatch, so that's a transition. But Sims 3, oddly enough, I want to be the Nick Cannon of the Sims 3 community. No, Sims 4. I think it's Sims 4, whichever the latest Sims is. I want to be the Nick Cannon of that. So I want to have all the kids and baby mamas and cheat codes to be rich. That is the goal. But other than that, I usually play anything Dragon Ball Z. Most anime games I at least try. And I stick away from horror, but for the most part, Overwatch and Sims is usually like, I'm usually playing something like that.
That's what's up. Shout outs to Sims, because I haven't played Sims in ages, but I do be playing games like Stardew Valley and Harvest Moon, man, and like Animal Crossing, and oh my gosh, bro, like sometimes when you play those games, they just hit the spot, dog. Like, let me just make the perfect life here. Oh, I don't have to really live it out, you know. Versus our life where we have to go work and do all this stuff and responsibilities. I'm like, dang, man.
It's like, I just want to farm. I'm horrible farming in real life. I cannot grow a flower to save my life.
Yeah.
But Animal Crossing, I got all the trees. Got all the trees instantly. I'm good.
It'll be like, you know what? I don't want to do none of this real life, but video game, bro. Let me make a farm. You know what I'm saying? Let me make a house, design a house, design families and all that stuff, and get a job. That's exciting. Real life, no, not so much. But
and Final Fantasy 14. Yes. I was a legacy player, and I finally got my account back after a bunch of years of trying to remember this email address.
Nice.
So I finally started getting back into that. But that's gonna be, Gundam has blessed me this year, so it's going back on the back burner until I get bored with all these new games that's coming out.
Yeah, Gundam has definitely had a good year so far, and I hope it continues to stay that much more better. So we're getting close to time here. Are there any like interesting facts you'd like to share about yourself to the peoples?
Yes. So, interesting fact, I'm trying to be a voice actor. I've actually met, if you've played Borderlands, also I should have said Borderlands on the last question. If you've played Borderlands 3, the voice actor of Clay, I met him. I kind of know him. We've built a rapport. Major Attaway, he's also, if you look him up, he's done a lot of anime stuff. And he's kind of helping me discover my voice to get me into voice acting. He was nice enough to do that. And he's also a streamer. Nice. I played Major on Twitch. So if you like, voice actors are regular people too. It is a super underwhelming job where they literally have to continuously look for work. A lot of people think that being a voice actor is cool until you put in the work that this man has done to constantly look for roles and stuff. So that's probably the most interesting fact about me as of right now, other than all the fun Gundam stuff I've been a part of as of last year. It's really a big thing for me to try to do voice acting, because at one point I would like to see if I could apply for one of these Gundam roles.
Hey,
and you know, be the voice of someone in the franchise, even though they're gonna put me in a ball and whatever might be the new Leo, but I'm gonna get put in something.
You'll be credited as the unnamed pilot C. But hey,
yes,
it's better than being not accredited at all. You know what I'm saying? And like, I think that's how you'll hear a voice, an off-sounded voice, but you'll hear that voice again down the road and like listen to voice acting stuff. Like I know voices very well when I watch anime. I'm like, yo, this is this person from this anime 10 years ago, and I get excited. So hearing you do that, dude, you know I'm doing nothing but wishing you the best and hope, because it'll be so dope to just have you experience that and do it. So y'all make sure y'all support this dude, because that's really awesome. Like it warms my heart hearing that. That's a goal, and I want to see you be successful with it. You know what I'm saying? So
hey man, I appreciate it.
That's really dope, bro. I appreciate you. So that's a really cool fact. But getting close on time. Speaking of sorts, thank you so much for chilling with your boy during this spotlight. It means a lot. Had a lot of fun getting to know a little bit more about you. For everybody who's watching, where can they find you? Like your contact info or your website, your Twitter, what you got for us?
Okay, it is 8bitoffun.tv. That is my website. You can find everything from my Twitter, which is x 8bitoffun, and other than that, you could catch me on twitch.tv. Twitch.tv/8bitoffun, and YouTube, 8bitoffun on YouTube. I will be transitioning to another YouTube channel so I can do like I've gotten to the world of 3D printing now, and I've been 3D printing yes. So now that is my new passion. So I want a 3D print channel where like I could take some time to just clean off prints, answer questions about people like, how did you get into this? I'm scared. Oh, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
That's still really exciting, dude, and I'll definitely let me know because I'll check it out because I'm interested in. I don't have a printer, but I just like seeing stuff like that. It's really, really dope. Also, everybody, if you want to follow 8-Bit here, I'll have all the information in the description below, so make sure you check that out. Again, I want to thank everybody for checking this video out. It means so much to me. I love you guys, but as usual, I'm going to let our guest sign us off. 8-Bit, take it away, dog.
Hey, thank you for having me, and like always, I will catch y'all in a bit.